Leo, good morning. Welcome to this general sun, moon, rising reading. Please feel free if you like my videos. This is for the benefit of new viewers, new subscribers, new watchers. Okay, my email is in the description box below. If you would like to know about personal readings, please reach out and I'll send you the information. Here we go. What's going on for the sign of Leo? What's going on for the sign of Leo? Angel spirits, guides. Cards don't want to mingle. One more shuffle. It seems you're carrying some kind of heavy burden, Leo. There's a lot of stress involved in your situation, whether this is with work or career move or relationships. Mm-hmm. Yep. Dealing with the past. This could be involved with the past person coming back into your life. Okay. They may be married or in a long-term connection. Well, live at a distance, but it does seem a bit of a, very stressful situation. Whether you want this person in your life or not, there's a huge learning curve here. And I'm getting for some of you that it's all about so you can deal with the past once and for all and close the book on it if you want to. Okay, but there is a reconciliation here of some kind. All right, it's when the Six of Cups shows up in my readings, it's not a very simple situation because the Six of Cups is not necessarily, it's not picking up where you've left off. It's a total fresh approach if you want to carry it through. Why on earth would you want to pick up where you left off if it didn't work before? It's a bit like baking a cake and having the mistakenly setting the temperature too high. The cake comes out burnt because you've given it the required time. Why on earth would you want to put another cake, go through all the trouble of putting another cake in the oven, leaving it on the same temperature? You see what I mean? So metaphorically, you kind of change the energy. So it's not a card of picking up where you left off, okay? It's a complicated card. It can work on 100 different levels. It's what you want it to be. Friend, getting closure, changing the energy and giving it time to mature. I'm picking up for some of you, this could be quite difficult because of distance, because maybe this person's in another country, or if you're in America or China or somewhere on a continent, Asia, they could be in a different state even. So there's travel involved. And I'm getting here, it's for a lot of you, it's all about compatibility with this person because you grew up in entirely different environments. And the reason I say that is I've got the Hierophant underneath, and the Hierophant to me usually means an understanding. It's all about compatibility. It's all about beliefs on how you grew up, how you was taught, schooling, etc. What your outlook is in life, your expectations in life. All this comes into it. So compatibility, even down to, does this person have the same hobbies to you, or are you miles apart? I always get that little bit of a question, why? Yeah. It's all about asking yourself why you want to reconcile with this person, or why does this person want to reconcile with you when in one or two of your cases there is, you're miles apart in attitudes. What is the challenge? Six of Pentacles, yeah. There's some breadcrumbing between you two. It's kind of like a bit hit and miss. There's a concern for somebody else. Maybe you're looking after somebody, a sick parent or somebody, so it's not easy to find time to be with this person. I'm getting spending time together intermittently or talking intermittently. Getting reciprocity is very difficult because there's concerns for the people or the situations, and for some of you, work takes up a lot of time. Well, what should you be focused on? Well, if you want to be with this person, it's kind of like getting things organized. And if there is distance involved, dealing with the authorities, making decisions, eh, making decisions not with your emotions, but with your intellect, with intuition, and with your experience with this situation. It's kind of like seeing the truth how it really was. Okay. And making the changes that you are able to change. I mean, none of us are in control of everything. It's just not possible. You can't, you can talk to people, but you can't control what they're thinking, so to speak. But there is a soulmate here. Yeah. I'm getting some of you are very focused on very swift action, a clean cut. Wow. What's happened in the past? If this is not you, it's the person you're dealing with. I'm getting a clean break. There's been some preparation in the past. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, quite possibly Virgo, very strong Virgo sign. This person's calling you out. They're saying, Are you going to act or not?" If this is you, Leo, procrastinating, there's this calling out energy. It's a time to act. Enough procrastination, enough messing about. This is either you to them or them to you. Not really sure what's going on here, which way it is, but like I say, this is a general reading. Your situations will be different, but there's a calling out here. Somebody here's got their act together and they're calling the other one out. They've been making a lot of practical assessments. Yeah. Seven of Cups. Decisions, decisions, decisions. It's the reality of it. The imagination's running wild. Somebody's imagination's running wild here. I'm getting here for a couple of you. This calling out energy is kind of, well, what about the practical issues? There's a bit of fantasy going on here. Dreams and ambitions are all right, but it's kind of deciding what's realistic and what's not in your particular situation. There is a soulmate connection here. It's going to be very difficult to break spiritually, but I feel the challenge is with this calling out energy and the six of thing is somebody expects something in return. You know, with the six of pentacles, always get support and somebody giving you a helping hand, or in some form or another, either lending money or what. But there's this kind of expecting something in return, and it's that return value, that return equation that you don't like. I'm getting here near future, but you are going to be faced with a decision. There's a lot of inhibitions. Yeah, there's calling out. Stop the inhibitions, stop the pretense. I'm not targeting Leo here, but this calling out, whoever's calling who out, it's kind of like stop the pretense, okay? It's a bit like an ultimatum. When the devil energy shows up, it's not doom and gloom, it's not evil in a lot of ways. It's just saying be very cautious in your actions, in what you decide to do. In work, I'm picking up some kind of, this has just kind of come to me. In work, it's some kind of investment. Somebody wants you to invest money. It's kind of like be very cautious. This opportunity, whether it's in relationships or work, might seem very tempting, but there's caution attached. It's heed the red flags. There is, it's moving on. This is your energy. Wow. I'm kind of getting here that some of you will drop this person like a hot potato. Some of you will go forward, but on your terms. You know, when the devil shows up in the future, the pretense stops. Three of Swords in the environment, the Death card underneath. There's an ending here of some sorts. But with that ending brings in a new beginning and a huge transformation period. Where the Death card shows up, the transformation card in my book, it nearly always, 98% of the time, it represents relocation. And with this Six of Swords here, this relocation could be overseas. There's a kind of a trust issues need to be resolved, a settling in period. You may want in this situation, even if you're going into a new job, there's this settling in period. But it's coming to the point where you making a decision, and this is a very real decision. This is where it gets real. This is where it comes out of the dreams and ambitions aura and the fantasy aura and actually doing something about it. Facing the fears. Finances are kind of heavily laden in your situation for a lot of you. So there's this like settling in period. You might have to tighten your belt for a few months. Okay. But it's also having the confidence. It's all about confidence and independent. But underneath the message is from the universe, self-interest, protecting own interests. So whether the person you're dealing with is protecting their own interests or you, it's a kind of a sign for you need to protect your own feelings, your own interests as well. I'm going to leave it there. Bye for now.